We are just one day away from the first and possibly only debate between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris.
The stakes couldn't be any higher with new polls showing the two neck and neck. Fox 8's Sharon Crowley is here with a closer look at what we can expect to see from each candidate when they take the stage tomorrow.
Listen,
Sharon.
Everything is so consequential if you consider what happened in the last presidential debate. Former President Trump and Vice President Harris both preparing in their own ways for this high-stakes showdown Tuesday night in Philadelphia. And we have seen in recent history how a debate can make or break a candidate and shape the future of the race.
Are you ready, Madam Vice President?
Ready.
Vice President Kamala Harris walking with her husband during a brief break from debate prep. She heads to Philadelphia later this evening. Saturday, she also emerged briefly to visit a nearby spice store in Pittsburgh where she's been getting ready.
I finally got out of the debate prep to look at these spices. Best part of debate prep so far.
Tuesday night's presidential debate could be the defining event in the 2024 race for the White House. Alan Sanders is a political analyst.
I think Kamala Harris's job is to introduce herself again to the people of the United States. She's not as well known as Donald Trump for obvious reasons. But the other thing that she has to do is convey a presence, generate a presence that convinces Americans that she can sit behind the Oval Office desk.
He says the stakes are high for both candidates.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Former President Trump held a rally in Wisconsin over the weekend. He has often discounted traditional debate practice sessions. Instead, he's lodging attacks against the media ahead of time.
If I destroy her in the debate, they'll say, Trump suffered a humiliating defeat tonight. No matter what.
Political analyst David Birdsell says how well each candidate performs during Tuesday night's debate could have a significant impact on the rest of this race.
It could substantially shift the tone of the campaign. Kamala Harris has had considerable momentum. It's plateaued a bit in the recent week or two. Could she regain that? Could Donald Trump regain his momentum going into the final weeks of the campaign season? The debate is the last known event that has the capacity to move large numbers of votes.
Well, these political analysts are pretty much in agreement when it comes to strategy. They say for Trump to succeed tomorrow night, he must show some restraint and stay focused on the border and the economy. And for Vice President Harris to do well, she will be trying to show she can be president and have a new vision for the country while at the same time staying loyal to her boss, President Biden.
All right. Sounds good, Sharon. Thank you.